don't fight like strangers. We fight like people who know exactly where it hurts, who know every door and every window, know just how deep to dig to make it worse. And then you look at me a certain way and all that anger just dissolves like it was never there. And I hate how fast you can do that to me, hate how much I need you standing there. And I've tried to walk away 100 times, made it to the door, maybe 2 or 3, but something about the way this feels between us, even broken, feels like where I'm supposed to be. We're too much and not enough, we're the match and we're the flame, we're the reason in the wreckage, and somehow I do it all again. Yeah, I do it all again. You're a beautiful wreck, and so am I. We crash into each other like we forget every time. Two people too stubborn and too far gone, too in love to leave and too hurt to hold on. Beautiful wreck is what we are, burning so bright we don't notice the scars. I know this ain't easy and I know it ain't clean, but you're the most beautiful wreck I've ever seen. Yeah, you're the most beautiful wreck I've ever seen. You leave your coffee cups on every surface, you cry at commercials and you won't admit it. You push me away when you need me the closest, and somehow I learned how to read every bit of it. I know when you're hurting before you say a word, I know when to talk and when to just sit near. And you know the thing about you that scares me most is how much I wanna still be figuring you out next year. Cause we ain't simple and we ain't smooth, we're two people with edges that cut, but every time we find our way back to each other, something in me says this is enough. Something in me says this is enough. We're too much, not enough, we're the match, we're the flame, we're the reason and the wreckage, and somehow I do it all again. Yeah, I do it all again. You're a beautiful wreck, and so am I. We crash into each other like we forget every time. Two people too stubborn and too far gone, too in love to leave and too hurt to hold on. Beautiful wreck, that's what we are, burning so bright we don't notice the scars. I know this ain't easy and I know it ain't clean, but you're the most beautiful wreck I've ever seen. Yeah, you're the most beautiful wreck I've ever seen. Last Tuesday we sat on the kitchen floor, 3 in the morning, not talking just there. You had your head against my shoulder, I had my hand in your hair, and nobody said anything for a long, long time. And I thought about how weird it is that the loudest, most complicated love I've ever known can feel this quiet, feel this is like maybe the wreck ain't the problem, maybe the wreck is just a proof that we feel it deep enough to break things and still choose each other when we come back to. I'm not gonna stand here and tell you this is easy, cause you know better and so do I. And I'm not gonna promise you that we won't break again, cause we both know that'd be a lie. But I'll tell you what I know for sure, what I feel down in my bones, that every version of complicated that comes with you still beats every version of simple alone. Simple alone. Oh, you're a beautiful wreck, and so am I. We crash into each other like we forget every time. Two people too stubborn and too far gone, too in love to leave and too hurt to hold on. Beautiful wreck, that's what we are, burning so bright we don't notice the scars. I know this ain't easy and I know it ain't clean, but you're the most beautiful wreck I've ever seen. Beautiful wreck, yeah, that's me and you, falling apart and still pulling each other through. I'd rather be wrecked with you by my side than perfect and empty and losing my mind. Beautiful wreck, that's what we We all still burning together under the same old star. I know this ain't easy and I know it ain't clean, but you're the most beautiful wreck I've ever seen. God, you're the most beautiful wreck I've ever seen. Yeah.